So I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to self-draft a sweater. Nothing too crazy, just kind of a basic oversized sweater made out of this yarn. This is Cascade Yarns Woolery Nifty Cotton Splash in the color Rinkside. It's just this really pretty kind of variegated red, white, and blue. So my plans, and I'll just tell you this, so I'm going to start casting on. My plans for this, I'm going to do a drop shoulder. It's going to have a wide neckline, kind of some oversized, little bit of a bell sleeve, but not really, kind of just like a straight wide sleeve, and then kind of a boxy fit to the body. I'm sizing up my needles a little bit just so it's kind of really drapey. And so first thing I'm going to do is I have my notes. So I have just kind of a basic sketch of what I want it to be, and I've taken some measurements off of another drop shoulder sweater that I have that I really like the fit of. So I kind of have the measurements for the neck, the wideness, I guess, of the back panel that I'm going to cast on, and the length of the sleeve. I did my gauge swatch and it's still drying. Sorry, cut out. So my gauge swatch is almost dry and I measured it, and it's measuring a little small, which is interesting, so I think it might come back up to 18 once it's fully dry because it was showing 17 and a half. So I'll probably do my measurements off of 18 because I'm not worried about it being a little bit too big. I'd just rather it not be too small. So when I do the math there, for the 20 inches that I want the back panel to be, and I'm at a gauge of about 18 stitches, that means I'm going to cast on 90 stitches to my needles, and I'm going to size up for the cast on to a 6mm needle, but then I'll go back down for my first row to the 5.5. So that's kind of the plan. I've got just a couple on there right now, and just going to keep going on those. Yeah, I guess I'm wondering if anyone has questions. I've self-drafted another sweater before, and then 2 tank tops and some hats. Not a ton. I don't sell patterns or anything, but I just really like to buy yarn and then figure out what I'm gonna make with it. And a lot of times that means just coming up with something out of my head and figuring it out. So I figured there's a lot of people out there that have probably yarn in their stash that they have no idea what to do with, or they can't find a pattern that fits it really well.